Cassidy? Shouldn't you be arriving right about now? I want you to come to the bride's waiting room as soon as you make it here. There's some last-minute checks I want to make. Hey, Nancy. I'm really sorry, but I think I'm going to be pretty late for your wedding. What? What happened? Did you oversleep or something? I didn't oversleep, but I had an emergency. I was heading to the wedding venue, but then I came across a pregnant woman who was on her way to the hospital. She was having some health-related issues, and I think she fainted. There wasn't anyone else around, so I had to help. I called an ambulance, and we just arrived at the hospital. She seems to be all right now, but I think there might still be some things I have to help out with. I don't think I'll be able to make it in time, so I just wanted to contact you before I get busy again. But Cassidy, you can't be late. Today is my wedding. You have to make it here on time. You even have a job to do. You're supposed to help out with the wedding reception. You're the maid of honor. You can't miss it. I know. I'm really sorry, Nancy. Apologies don't mean a thing. How are you going to make up for this? You can't. But Nancy, you need to get over here as soon as possible. I'll never forgive you if you're late. If you're at the hospital right now, then they don't need you anymore. Dealing with sick people is the doctor's job. Get a cab or something and have them step on it. Maybe you can still make it in time. If you have time to text me, then you have time to run. I'm sorry, but I don't think I can do that. I would have already done all that if I could. The doctor said that they want me to stay here for a while. Apparently, they couldn't get in touch with the person's family. So they want me to be here, at least until the family picks up the phone. What the hell? They can't just make you stay there. And the hospital we're in is pretty far from the venue. I didn't think they'd take us so far, but I couldn't really do anything about it. Anyways, at this rate, I think I'll miss the first hour of the wedding. Just wanted to let you know. You can't do this to me! You promised you'd be here for me, Cass! You can't just bail out like this! I know, I'm super sorry about all this. I promise I'll try to make it up to you later on. But on a more positive note, you don't have to worry about the reception. I already contacted a few other people, and I was able to find someone who can fill in for me. Really? And who might that be? Aria said she wouldn't mind doing it. She has a good sense for these things anyway. What? You got Aria of all people? Seriously, I cannot believe you. Why would you do that? Really, Cassidy? Sorry. Is there some kind of problem with Aria? Of course there's a problem, stupid! Why did you have to just ruin everything like that? I don't understand. She's willing to help us out. Why are you suddenly so antagonistic? Think about it, Cassidy. What's the first thing people see at the wedding venue? That's right. The reception. First impressions are extremely important, you know. You had a pretty face, so I thought by having you at the reception desk, it would help leave a good impression for the wedding overall. But Aria? Have you seen her face? She's the ugliest girl in the entire universe. Now people are going to associate Aria's hideous face with my wedding. Ew, ew, ew. Ugh, this is so messed up. I can't believe it. Couldn't you get Lisa instead? She's not as gorgeous as you by a long shot, but at least she has a proper nose. Wait, no. Lisa's out of the picture. She just gave birth to her baby, and all of the pregnancy stuff sucked all signs of beauty out of her, huh? Then there is Megan. But her skin! It's so gruesome. It looks like she was burnt on the stake or something. It's getting even worse these recent years. She can't do it either. Ugh, this is awful! There isn't a single person who has a decent enough face to work at my reception. Nancy? I don't want to sound offensive, but aren't you being really harsh right now? Aria, Lisa, Megan, you're talking about our friends. You don't actually think about them like that, do you? Shut up, you liar! I don't want to hear anything from you. None of this would have happened if you could just make it here on time. Sorry, did you just call me a liar? Yes! You're a dirty, ugly little liar! You helped a pregnant woman? Here at the hospital? Pfft, please, I'm not that gullible. Why don't you just admit the fact that you don't want to go to my wedding because you're jealous? You made this entire absurd story about helping out some pregnant person just so you wouldn't have to explain yourself to me. What? You can't actually believe that. Oh, don't even try to play innocent with me. How convenient is it that there just happens to be a pregnant woman lying on the streets? This isn't some kind of movie, you know. If you're going to lie to my face, at least put in the effort to make it sound somewhat plausible. I'm not lying to you, Nancy. I'm telling the truth. There really was a pregnant mother who needed my help. Initially, I was on my way to your wedding. You're my best friend. I know that I couldn't miss it. And then I came across the mother. I just couldn't abandon her. Maybe if there was someone else around, I could have them take her to the hospital. But I was the only one there. I had to do something. I thought you would understand. And I thought you would understand that the only logical action you should have taken there was to abandon that dumb old lady and get to my wedding on time, just as you initially promised. It's not even a hard choice. Who cares? She's a stranger. For all I care, she should have known better than to walk around with that fat stomach all on her own. Just leave her to die. Nobody would miss her. Nancy, that isn't nice. I know you're upset, but you really need to take a deep breath and calm down. Shut up! You're the one who needs a lesson on how to be nice. It's not like that lady is even real. You don't have the right to lecture me. You're just jealous. You couldn't accept the fact that someone who isn't as pretty as you could get married before you, and now you're being desperate and finding ways to ruin it for me. That's why you came up with that half-baked lie. You just want to find a way to mess up my wedding. Ugh, so much for friendship. I despise you, Cassidy. You're such a terrible person. I hope you're happy. I'm telling you, I'm not lying to you, Nancy. I would never do that. And I'm not trying to be absent either. I'm still going to try to get there as quick as I can. I can't change the fact that I'm going to be late, but I'll still make sure that I can arrive there to give you my blessings. What blessings? I don't want any blessings from a lying wretch like you, and I don't want you at my wedding anymore. Just go home. Okay, I understand, Nancy. You won't see me at the wedding then. I'm still sorry about not being able to make it there, just so you know. And congratulations on your marriage. Whatever. It's too late to regret everything now. I don't want to see your hideous face ever again. Cassidy, is everything okay with Nancy? She just suddenly started rampaging on about how we should never talk to you again in our group chat. She also wants us to block you, which was weird. Wait, is that the group I'm in? You used to be in it, but I think she banned you. I also noticed that you didn't show up to the wedding. I thought you said you'll try to come even if you're late. Did you have an argument with her? I hope it's nothing too serious. I don't know if it's serious, but everything is definitely not okay. She got really upset at me this morning. She was enraged. This morning? Is this all about how you were late because you were helping out that pregnant mother? I don't understand what there is to be upset about. Sure, it's a bummer that you couldn't make it here on time, but I made sure that nothing went wrong. And nothing did go wrong, as far as I'm aware. Even if she was upset about you being late to the wedding, it was an emergency. Isn't she being a bit immature? Well, the thing is, Nancy thinks that I made the whole story up just so I could miss the wedding. I tried to explain to her over and over that I would never lie about something like that, but she just wouldn't believe me. She even got a bit hysterical at the end. She was convinced that I was trying to sabotage her wedding, and she said she didn't want to see me at the venue. I didn't want to make her even more upset, so I decided I'll respect her feelings and try to give her some time to herself. Oh, so that's why I didn't see you there. Yeah. Anyways, would it be too much to ask if I said that I want you to keep this to ourselves for now? I'll explain everything to all the others after things settle down a bit. I don't want to make Nancy feel even more upset than she already is. Aren't you being too nice? It's not like you did anything wrong. It's just Nancy being a drama queen. You should be more confident in yourself, Cass. The more time you take before you give an explanation, the more it looks like you feel guilty about everything. I don't know. I don't think Nancy would be too happy about that. She still seems pretty angry. The thing is, some of us who went to the wedding decided to have dinner together. Me and a few other girls are at a nearby restaurant. Nancy and her Paul aren't here, so why don't you come and join us? I'm pretty sure it would be better for you if you explained your situation to us before things get any worse.
Besides, there's something I'd like to ask you. It might be a bit of a weird question, but I'm really curious. Oh, and I just asked the others. They all really want to see you too.
Sure, but what did you want to ask me?
I'll ask you once you get to the restaurant. Don't worry too much about the details. Just come join us, all right? Give me a second, and I'll send you the address.
Cassidy, I'm still waiting. Don't you think it's about time you came and made a formal apology?
A formal apology? But didn't I already say that I was sorry for not being able to make it to the wedding?
Not this again. I can see that you're hopeless. I'm telling you that it's about time you apologize to me for lying to my face.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Duh. Don't you have any common sense? You lied to your best friend, you missed the wedding, and yet you still don't intend on facing consequences. Do you just hate me that much? Are you trying to become a terrible person?
I don't hate you, but I don't see why I need to apologize for something I didn't do.
See? There you go again. Let me teach you a little lesson, Cass. You see, when people lie to their bestie, normally they apologize. They try to make up for it.
Look, I know you're hurt, Nancy. I'm sorry for what happened. But like I said before, I'm not lying to you about anything. You have to believe me.
Ugh, shut up! Just come and apologize. It's not even that hard. Just say that you're sorry for feeling jealous about me getting married before you. And say that you'll make up for lying to me to get out of coming to the wedding. If you don't, I'll never, ever forgive you. Never.
Nancy, please calm down and listen to me for a second. This conversation is going nowhere. I really didn't lie. If you really can't trust me, then I could have the person I helped at the hospital contact you. It'll be a bit tedious, but if it'll make you feel better, they can certify that everything I said really happened.
Nice try, liar. But I'm not falling for your little tricks. How do I know that the people contacting me aren't just another page in your book of lies? Let's just get this over with. I've already went around and told everyone to ignore you until you made an apology. You don't want to be alone forever, do you? Apologize! Apologize right now!
Why is this even happening? You're really taking this whole thing way too far. Why are you so invested in getting an apology from me anyways? Why can't you just accept the fact that maybe weird coincidences could happen, no matter how convenient they sound?
You're really starting to get on my nerves again. If you don't apologize to me, I'll make sure you regret it. I'm going to be married to a CEO one day. Think of all the power and influence I'll have. Trust me, Cassidy, you don't want me as your enemy.
Married to a CEO? Since when is Paul a CEO?
Of course you wouldn't know. You never came to the wedding after all. Paul has a predetermined career path. His parents are running a business, and in the future, he's going to become the CEO of his parents' company.
Really? That's good for him.
And it's also good for me, because this means that I'm going to be rich. I can also shower all of my closest friends with gifts. Don't you want some of my wealth as well? I'll share some bits with you. All you have to do is come and make a formal apology. I'm being very generous right now. Just one apology, and I'll forgive you for all of your misdeeds. Your only other option is to decline this offer by being an awful woman, and to lose not only your millionaire bestie, but also all of your other friends. Your social life will be ruined. You'll be miserable and lonely forever.
I wouldn't be worrying about Cassidy's social life if I were you.
Huh? Why are you talking in third person?
Sorry to break it to you, but Cassidy won't be losing any friends. You'll be the lonely one after today. I mean, no one's going to actually listen to your little orders, Nancy. None of us blocked Cassidy on our social media. The only person we blocked is you. Haven't you realized that yet?
Wait a second. Who are you? You aren't Cassidy, are you?
Hello, Nancy. This is your former friend, Aria, speaking. Cassidy is sitting beside me right now. She let me use her phone, so I could give you a piece of my mind.
What the hell? Why are you with Cassidy, Aria? Didn't I tell you to cut all ties with her? She's a traitor and a liar.
You might have said that, but I don't remember ever saying I was going to. I'm sure everyone else feels the same way too. The way you're acting right now is inexcusable, Nancy. I don't care if you're rich now. This is just despicable behavior. No one's going to listen to you if you're going to continue acting like that.
Despicable? I'm not being despicable. Are you actually trying to defend Cassidy? Do you know what she did to me?
Oh, I know enough. She gave me the details. What's wrong with helping out a pregnant woman, huh? And she's not lying. I guess you have the right to be suspicious of her, but you're just making baseless accusations at this point.
Even if she wasn't lying, her friend should always put her friend's needs above some strangers. She doesn't even know that person, Arya. Why should she care what happens to them? She should care about people she knows about.
Does that mean that this wouldn't be a problem if she personally knew who the pregnant person was? What if I told you that the pregnant mother Cassidy helped out was actually my older sister?
Your sister? Come on. You can't be serious, Arya.
Too bad that you think that, because it's true. After the wedding, I noticed that I had a text from my sister which mentioned that she was at the hospital. She said that she just gave birth to her baby, and that she probably wouldn't have made it if it hadn't been for a kind young woman who offered to help her out.
No, that's too convenient.
I thought so too. But it'd be even more weird if two unrelated pregnant mothers were helped out by someone on the same day. So I checked. My sister's description of the lady who helped her out matched Cassidy, and Cassidy's description of the pregnant mother matched my sister.
How does that even happen? I don't believe any of this.
It's true, all right. And now you know. Deny it all you want. But if you still want to call Cassidy a liar after all this, then I think we know who the real liar is. Cassidy saved my sister and her baby's life. We owe her, and you shouldn't be treating her the way you are.
You think this is a gotcha moment, don't you? Well, too bad. Now that I know the truth, I know that you and your sister are to blame for Cassidy not being able to come to the wedding. I'll cut ties with you. I'll never talk to you ever again.
And that's supposed to worry me because...
I feel so sorry for you, Arya. You don't understand what you're about to lose, do you? I'm going to become so rich, so influential. But you don't get to enjoy my glam beside me just because your dumb sister caused me trouble. You and Cassidy can kiss goodbye to your happy future with me. And don't even try to suck up to me by apologizing. You had your chance and you blew it.
Yeah, we don't care. Besides, you think you're rich? Have you met my sister? She's the one living the real dream. The company Paul works at, it's a subcontractor for my brother-in-law's company.
Brother-in-law?
Yes. In other words, my sister's husband. My sister's husband is the CEO of GCC.
GCC? You mean Green's Construction Corporation? But that's one of Paul's company's largest business partners.
I know, that's what I've been saying. Remember how you bragged about Paul's job at your wedding? That's when I found out. It was kind of awkward, but I figured I won't mention GCC since I didn't want to ruin your mood.
This is unbelievable.
What's unbelievable is that you said that you should just leave the CEO's wife to die.
I didn't mean it like that. It's not like I actually wanted them to die. It was just an exaggeration. We all say things that we really don't mean, right?
I don't want to listen to your excuses. I'll make sure to tell my sister and her husband about all the things you said.
No, please don't. Please don't say anything to them. Please. Let's just keep these conversations to ourselves, okay?
Oh, how the tables have turned. I hope you understand now. You're not the one who has the say here. If anyone should be giving an apology, it's you. Goodbye, Nancy. You're no longer a friend to us. We hope we never have to see you again.
Hey, Cassidy. I've been thinking things out for a while. I know I was acting a bit immature. I think we both had our faults back then, and it's time to forgive each other. So, what do you say? Friends?
What's all this about all of a sudden?
Just forgive me, okay? And it'll be over. I forgive you. You forgive me. Now I have to go apologize to Arya. You're coming with me.
Wait, you're losing me. Why?
No time to explain. Let's just get to Arya's place. And you're my friend again now, so make sure to help me out with burying the hatchet. I'm worried that at this rate, things are going to start affecting Paul's business. So we have to apologize to Arya before things get worse. After everything is over, It'll be like none of this ever happened.
Oh, I see what this is about. Nancy, has it ever occurred to you that maybe I don't want to be your friend anymore? I don't want to have anything to do with you. Not after what happened the other day.
What the hell? I'm offering to become your friend again, Cassidy. I'm offering you my friendship. Do you even know what you're declining?
But I don't want your friendship. We'll never be friends again, Nancy. I'm sorry, but it's not happening.
Don't say that, Cass. We've always been friends. We were friends since we were still in middle school.
No, we're not friends. And I think we never were. Do you remember the conversation we were having the other day? It made me think that all you cared about was my appearance.
So? What's wrong about that?
When you accused me of lying, it was sad, but I could still give you the benefit of the doubt. I thought that you were just upset because the wedding just meant that much to you. But then you mentioned that the only reason why you wanted me to do the wedding reception was because you thought I had the pretty face. That reason alone, and nothing else. I thought that maybe you trusted me, or that we got along. But nope. You just thought I looked better than the others. I thought we were friends. But I was wrong, wasn't I?
No, that's not true. We were friends. We always were.
If we were friends, why did you talk behind my back? You told everyone that I had a pretty face, but just that. You said that I was dumb, and that I would have been much more useful as a cardboard cutout than as a human being.
How do you know that? Who told you that?
After your wedding, I met up with the other girls. They told me a lot. You make fun of me behind my back, don't you?
I do not.
Then were the others just lying to me? All of them? They told me that you said you befriended me because I had a pretty face, but you didn't really like me as a person. You always thought that I was annoying and stupid, and that I should be thanking you for even letting me into your social group. You also said that you don't want an unthankful lying wretch that would sabotage your wedding as your friend anymore.
This is really just all a huge misunderstanding.
Really? Because I'm inclined to believe all of my other friends. All these years together. And that was what you've always thought of me, wasn't it? I was really shocked when I first heard about all this. Sad, too.
I was just feeling a bit emotional that day. I was upset. You know how when we're angry, we say hurtful things that we don't actually mean? That was it. I don't actually believe any of the things I said that day.
Then what about the messages you sent to me? I hope those didn't reflect your personal beliefs either, because I've shown them to all the other girls after they told me about what you said about me. They weren't happy, to say the least.
What? Hello? Breach of privacy? What do you think you're doing?
They had a right to know. We all thought you were our friend, Nancy, but you were just lying to us. You looked down on us.
I wasn't lying, Cassidy. I swear. I was just really upset. After you texted me that you wouldn't be able to do the reception, I panicked. I didn't know what I'd do. I overreacted. I said mean things, but I don't actually think that way of you guys. You've got to believe me.
I don't know. Maybe the others might believe you. You should go and explain yourself to them. Actually, I guess that was easier said than done. They've all blocked you, haven't they?
Cassidy, I'm really sorry. I apologize from the bottom of my heart. I'll apologize as many times as you want. Do you want me to bake you some cookies? Should I buy you a gift? What do I have to do? I'll do anything. Just please forgive me. I just want things to go back to the way they used to be. Please help me apologize to the others.
It's too late for that, Nancy. I don't want your apology. I don't want to be your friend anymore. If you want the others to be your friend again, you can ask them yourself. I doubt they'll accept your apology, but it's their choice. Maybe they're more forgiving than me.
You can't just leave me like this, Cassidy.
Yes, I can. Goodbye, Nancy. I'm going to block you now, so you don't have to worry about me anymore. You might not have friends anymore, but hey, on the bright side, you still have Paul and all of his money. Right after I sent Nancy that last message, I made sure to block her on all of my social media. According to Aria, it seems like Nancy didn't quite learn her lesson yet. She's been boasting about her luxurious life on her social media accounts. Then one day, on a special business trip, Nancy and Aria's sister met each other face to face. Before Nancy had a chance to speak, Aria's sister introduced herself to Nancy as that pregnant lady that should have been left to die. She said that Nancy's husband was a respectable gentleman, and that it would be a bummer if something unfortunate happened and they could no longer do business. All Nancy could do was cower in fear. After that, she deleted all of her social media accounts and was never seen online ever again. Aria's sister never told her husband about what Nancy did, just because she felt that it would be unfair to Paul if that affected their business relationship. But since Nancy doesn't know that, she became paranoid and feared the day the beans may be spilled. That may be why she deleted her accounts. It was safe to say that Nancy finally learned her lesson. She now works humbly besides her husband as a stay-at-home mom and prefers not to communicate with people other than her family.
Hey, what's up, Erin? Hope you're doing good, girlie. Did you get our invitation in the mail? I sent it to you a couple of weeks ago. I was wondering if you had a chance to respond to it. I kinda need a reply soon since we're finalizing the guest list. Hi? Yeah, I got the invitation, but what made you think I would respond to it or let alone want to come to your wedding? To be honest, I'm surprised you even thought it was okay to send that to me. Did you forget what happened 6 months ago? What kind of question is that? You know exactly why I sent it to you. We're friends. We've been friends since high school. Of course I'd invite you to the wedding. I feel like inviting your friend is a normal thing to do, isn't it? Or am I getting something wrong here? Stop playing dumb. You're getting everything wrong. You know exactly why I wouldn't want to go to your stupid wedding. Sure, we've known each other since high school, but our friendship ended 6 months ago. You're the one that messed everything up when you slept with Cam. So don't act like you don't know why I don't want to see you. Erin, come on. You don't have to say it's all over between us. It doesn't have to be like this. That's not fair. I love you. You're my girl. I've known you for so long. I thought friendship is all about getting through the thick and thin. I thought our friendship was strong enough to survive that. What happened sucked, but isn't our bond strong enough to get through it? Are you seriously playing the through thick and thin card right now? You don't have the right to say that to me. I feel bad about what happened with Cam. I really do. But you can't help who you fall in love with. I didn't try to fall in love with Cam. It just happened. And now he insists on marrying me. He said if he's going to marry someone, he wants to marry me. I can't say no to that. I love him. Even though the affair wasn't okay, it doesn't change the fact that I love Cam and Cam loves me. It's a mess, I know, but our love is real. So can't we take this opportunity to make amends and move on as friends? I want you to be there to celebrate us and our love. It would mean a lot to have you there. Oh, shut up! I don't care about any of that. I don't care how much you love him and how much Cam loves you. Your sob story won't work on me. This isn't a movie. This is real life. If you were my friend, you wouldn't have had an affair with him, and you definitely wouldn't be marrying him right now. How could you say all this to me and not expect me to get upset? You stole my boyfriend. You betrayed me. If you really cared about me, you would have talked to me about how you felt instead of going behind my back and messing up my relationship. There's no way our friendship is going to recover from that. You and Cam knew exactly how this would end. Come on, Erin, don't be like this. I couldn't help it. I wasn't trying to hurt you. We weren't doing this to hurt you. Love doesn't always come along at the right time. I swear this wasn't malicious. Why would I intentionally hurt someone I care about? I am never going to forgive you. You might have convinced yourself that this couldn't have been helped, but that's not going to work on me. And I am most definitely not going to go to your guy's pathetic wedding. If you two cheaters want to get married, go ahead. But leave me out of it. I'm not going to involve myself in your toxicity. I am not going. Don't bother begging. Erin, please. Can't you just give us a chance? Give our friendship a chance again? And plus, I'm not the only person that wants you at the wedding. Cam also said he wants you to come. Can't you do us a favor? Are you freaking kidding me? Do you not hear yourself? How could you possibly act like what you're saying is okay?
Why would I want to do anything for you two? That would literally be torture. You know what? Cam was right. He said that you'd probably act like this because you still have feelings for him. That you'd probably be upset and hysterical about the wedding because you're not over the relationship. But he thinks it might give you closure to come to the wedding. And I think so too. I think being at the wedding would help you move on, you know? Isn't he so sweet? He cares about you even after you two split up. He wants you to be happy. I want you to be happy too. I think you've said more than enough, Jennifer. You're crossing the line. I don't know what sort of drugs you and Cam are on that makes you think you can talk to me like this, but I recommend you get off your high horse and back off. Oh, and you can tell Cam that I have no feelings for him. In fact, if there's anything left, it's pure freaking rage and disgust. You can tell him that. I hate him and I hate his guts. Oh, you don't have to pretend you don't still like Cam. I know how you can be. You're always trying to pretend you don't feel things. You're not bulletproof, Erin. You don't have to pretend with me. I bet you don't want to go to the wedding or have anything to do with me because you still have feelings for Cam. Wow, you're actually crazy. You and Cam are both insane. I mean, if you were really over Cam, you would have forgiven me by now. Don't you think so? If you didn't care about me or Cam, you wouldn't be acting all angry with me. You're still in love with him, so that's why you can't forgive me. Look, I'm sorry to say this, but Cam loves me, so there's nothing you can do. So enough with the rage. Let's take this opportunity to make peace with what happened. How many times do I have to say this? You weren't the brightest in school, but are you actually dumb? Or did the affair fry your brain too? Let me repeat myself in simple English. I do not like Cam. Well, if you say so, I believe you. Then why don't you just come to the wedding? It shouldn't bother you if you don't have any feelings for him, right? So I'll see you at the wedding. I'll be waiting for your RSVP. Yo, Erin! What's up? Long time no see. How's it going? It's been how long since we last talked? We haven't talked since we broke up, so that would be 6 months ago. Yeah, I guess so. It's been a while. And to answer your question, I'm doing fine. I would feel much better if I weren't talking to you, though. You're actually going to marry Jennifer, huh? Yeah, of course. Did you get the wedding invitation? You're gonna come, right? First Jennifer and now you. Why are you both checking up on me about this? How bored are you two? Oh, did Jennifer hit you up too? And what are you talking about? We're not bored, we're just eager. I'm reaching out because I care about you. I want you to be there. It would mean so much to have you there. You'll come and celebrate our marriage, right? It's like I'm talking to a wall. I don't want to go to your wedding. Not interested in the slightest. I said this to Jennifer too. Should I send you a screenshot of the conversation I had with her? Why would I want to go to the wedding of the world's worst best friend and the world's worst boyfriend? No, thank you. Oh, Erin, you really do still have feelings for me, don't you? The fact that you're this mad must mean you still love me. I mean, I understand. We had a great relationship together. It was a good run. But all of it ended super suddenly, and I get it if you still have some leftover love for me. I didn't want to hurt you when I fell for Jennifer, but I couldn't help myself. Love's love, you know. You get it, don't you? Don't flatter yourself. You weren't that amazing, Cam. Plus, why would I still have feelings for someone that cheated on me? I'm not that desperate for love. I don't care about what you do with your life. I don't want anything to do with you. Let me repeat what I told Jennifer. I hate you. All I feel is anger and disgust. I don't want to see you or hear from you. Erin, you don't have to act tough in front of me. You were always like that. I get if you still have feelings for me. If you're scared of being vulnerable, it's okay. I've known you long enough to be able to read between the lines. You still love me. You're not over me. That's why you're so upset. Oh my God, I can't do this. Look, hear me out. If you come to the wedding, you'll be able to get closure. As your ex, As someone that loved you for years, I want you to be able to move on and turn a new leaf, you know? I want you to be happy.
Who do you think you are? I'm not some damsel in distress that needs her ex's support to move on. I'm fine on my own, and I've moved on already.
Oh, really? Then there's no reason you can't come to the wedding, right? If you're already moving on, can't you come and support us? As old friends. We're actually planning on having over 200 people at the wedding, so I'm sure you'll meet someone new if you come by. There aren't a lot of guys that are as great as me, but I'm sure there'll be someone that'll be fun to mess around with.
Wait, what? You're inviting 200 people? Why are you having such a big wedding?
Oh yeah, we're going big. You know what they say, go big or go home. And plus, Jennifer said she wants to have the biggest wedding imaginable. She wants everyone to celebrate us, so I invited all of my relatives and colleagues and old acquaintances.
Ah, I see. This is none of my business, but how are you two paying for this mega wedding? If I'm remembering correctly, you barely had any money in your savings when we broke up. Where's all of this money coming from?
Ouch. Yeah, you got me there. I'm not exactly swimming in cash. But I couldn't say no to Jennifer. She's really convincing when she wants to be. I want to give her everything she wants. She's the love of my life after all. So I pulled all the strings I could to get this wedding together.
Right. But isn't Jennifer kinda broke too? She just works a bunch of part-time gigs here and there, right? How are you two going to have such a big wedding with your income? You're not going to take out a loan to have a wedding, are you?
Of course not, I'm not that stupid. Jennifer is handling the finances. She's pretty resourceful, actually. She said even with our low income situation, we can figure out a way to have the wedding we want. She's a budgeting genius.
Are you sure about that? I personally wouldn't trust Jennifer with anything money-related. She is kinda erratic.
Look, don't worry about how we're paying about the wedding. That's for me and Jennifer to fuss over, not the guests. Just come by. We're doing what we can to throw a good wedding. How often do you get to go to a 200-plus wedding? It's gonna be a massive party. Imagine a rave, but everyone's in a suit and tie. So just put the past aside and come. I promise you won't regret it.
Hey, Erin! Happy day before the wedding! About the wedding tomorrow, you don't need us to rent a car for you or anything, right? We're old friends, so I'm guessing I don't have to do all of that, and you can figure things out on your own. Oh, is the wedding tomorrow? I wasn't planning on going, so I completely forgot. Oh, are you still on that petty train? Stop being so boring! I thought we went over this the last time we spoke. You're coming. End of story. Tomorrow is the big wedding day. It's the wedding of the century. Don't be a party pooper, Erin. Yeah, I heard from Cam a few months ago that you two are planning a huge wedding. He said something about 200 guests? And that you're spending thousands of dollars on the food and decor, right? Yes, ma'am. Oh, we're spending more than a couple grand. I got the most expensive course menu possible, and got this amazing florist from LA to decorate the whole venue with seasonal flowers. It's going to be absolutely breathtaking. And don't get me started on the wedding dress! I got the perfect one. Remember the dresses I used to show you when we were teenagers? I got one that looks just like it. The wedding dress alone is already about 10K, maybe 20K. But it's so dreamy. Oh wow, you really went all out, didn't you? Sounds like a Hollywood wedding. Looks like this will be the biggest wedding in my life. Yes, that's why I keep telling you to come to the wedding. You only get married once in your life. Might as well go all out. I can't wait for you to see it. Well, unfortunately, I won't be coming to this wedding. Guess I'll have to see the photos or something. Not that I even care. No matter how big it is, there's nothing that'll convince me to come. I don't care if it's the wedding of the century. You two hurt me. I'm not embarrassing myself by coming to the wedding. Erin, relax. You're being so dramatic. It couldn't seriously have been that bad. Just come. Can't bygones be bygones? You're never going to have another chance to attend a wedding like this. Stop being petty and just come. Hell no! I would rather die than go.
Yeah, you're saying all this, but you're actually going to come, aren't you? I've known you for years. I know how loyal you are. You might be putting up a fight now, but I bet you'll be the first person to pull up to the wedding. I got you the best seat, right in the front so you can see us up close. So go get yourself a cute dress and come by. Okay? Okay.
Jennifer, just give up. Don't you get it? I don't like you. I don't care about you. Why can't you see this? I don't want to come. I'm not going to come. You're hurting me by repeatedly bringing this up. If you really cared about me, you wouldn't be doing this to me.
I'll see you tomorrow, okay? And don't be late. There's going to be a bunch of people there, so come a little early, okay? Oh, and before I forget, for the wedding gift, can you give us $3,000? We're asking everyone to give us cash instead of the traditional wedding registry stuff. I know it's a lot of money, but could you also give it to us in cash before you go inside the wedding?
Ah, you're asking for cash. I guess that is getting more common these days. I should have guessed.
But $3,000? What the hell? I could take myself on a solo vacation with that money. Why the hell would I want to pay that much for a wedding I don't even want to go to? It's the wedding gift. Like you said, it's not that uncommon, and every guest is going to be paying. Yours is set at a slightly higher price, though. It's a fancy wedding, so the wedding gifts have to be fancy too, you know?
Oh my goodness.
You know, I used to jokingly say you're crazy, but looks like you actually are. It's better to let you know the price in advance rather than to leave it to the last minute and cause problems, right? You should be grateful to me for letting you know in advance. I'm doing you a favor.
You think $3,000 is an appropriate amount to ask for?
I feel like I should be going for free, if anything, given that you two royally screwed me over.
$3,000 is a frankly ridiculous amount. I think you're a little out of line there.
If I ask for the average amount, we won't have enough to cover the wedding costs. We had to set it high. This isn't an average wedding, after all. So make sure you have that ready, okay?
What do you mean you can't cover the wedding costs? I thought you were handling the budget for the expenses. Cam told me that you had the budgeting under control, but I'm guessing that's not the case if you're trying to extort money out of your guests.
I might be good with money, but I can't pull over $100K out of thin air. I had to find a way to pay the expenses, and this is the idea I came up with. I plan on paying the wedding expenses with the money we get from our guests. With 200 guests, we can easily cover everything. With this system, Cam and I don't have to pay a penny while getting the wedding of our dreams. So make sure you get us the money tomorrow. We're counting on ya.
Dude, that's really messed up. You're exploiting your guests? Don't you realize how messed up that is?
I'm literally a genius. I'm asking my other friends for $1,000 and $3,000 from you. If all goes as planned, we can get the honeymoon money and the moving expenses covered with the money we get from our guests.
I don't even know what to say at this point. I didn't expect you to be this ruthlessly self-centered.
Hey, relax, Erin. We're not going to put the money to waste. The wedding is going to be worth every single penny you pay. Plus, if you find yourself a new boyfriend, you basically make the money back. I mean, think about it this way. You're going to a wedding and a mega blind date. $3,000 is cheap when you think about it.
Do you even read what you're writing? You actually think people are going to come to a wedding with a price tag like that? Who in their right mind would pay $1,000? In my case, $3,000 just to go to a wedding.
If they have good taste and like to party, of course they'll come. It's going to be the biggest wedding Seattle has ever seen. You're lost if you miss out on it. So, you're my bestie, so you're gonna pay $3,000. Thanks to everyone's gifts, Cam and I can have the wedding of our dreams. Thanks, girlie.
But Jennifer, you don't have any friends though.
Huh? What are you talking about? Of course I do.
If you really had friends, then yeah, you might be able to cover your wedding expenses with the gifts. But you don't have any friends. No one's going to come to your wedding. Which means you and Cam are gonna have to pay for the wedding yourself.
I have friends. What are you talking about? Of course people are going to come. I sent invitations out to 200 people. All of my friends are coming.
And did you get a response from any of these people?
Did all 200 people RSVP to the event? Is there a check for every single person you invited? Or are you just assuming people are going to come? Of course people RSVP'd. I don't have the time to check every single person's response. I'm not worried about the attendance because I know my friends and they wouldn't skip out on my wedding. I don't need to hassle them for a reply. Are you sure you don't need to double check? Because all of your friends have plans to hang out with me tomorrow. Wait, what? Why would they be hanging out with you? What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm having a huge barbecue party tomorrow and invited a bunch of my friends. You know, all of our mutual friends from our high school days. It's super nice out, so I decided to have a barbecue in the park. Nope. That's not happening. I didn't hear about this. No one told me anything about a barbecue. Besides, all of those girls are coming to my wedding. I invited them. Are you sure about that? That's weird because all of them told me they didn't RSVP to your wedding. Maybe you should double check the attendance list. No way. You're just trying to freak me out. It's not going to work. I'm not lying to you. On the day you invited me, I hit up some of our mutual friends and told them I'm not going to the wedding. And a bunch of them told me they're not going too, for obvious reasons. So I suggested that everyone that's not going to the wedding have a barbecue instead. And they were super into the idea. Other people decided to join and it's going to be a huge party. Wait, what? Why won't they come to my wedding? I don't get it. It's going to be a huge wedding. They're never going to go to a wedding like this. Why wouldn't they want to come? I mean, no matter how big the wedding might be, why would anyone want to pay so much? I don't think a lot of people want to go to a wedding with a massive price tag. Use your common sense. And plus, apparently this isn't the first time you stole someone's boyfriend? How do you know about that? No one says anything to your face, but you don't necessarily have the greatest reputation amongst us. I heard that you stole other people's boyfriends and messed with other people's relationships in the past. I didn't know about any of this until recently, but I guess people didn't want to tell me because they knew we were best friends. Until you went ahead to do the same thing to me. Oh, come on. But that was back when we were in high school. I was young. We were all messing around. It was just a phase. You can't be mad at me for that. You think that's going to fly? You hurt so many of us. None of us think of you as a friend. None of us want to celebrate with you knowing that you're a serial homewrecker. So don't count on anyone being there. Are you serious? No one wants to come? What am I supposed to do? How do you all expect me to pay for the wedding? We can't pay for the wedding without all of your money. I'm going to be in debt without it. I don't care. You should have planned better. Or, I don't know, checked the guest list? The thing is, none of us care. So, good luck. Hope you enjoy your wedding. Ciao.
Dude, what the hell? What is wrong with all of you? How could you do this to us? How could you do this to Jennifer? None of you are coming to the wedding. You think it's cool to gang up on her like this? I thought y'all were friends.
Cam, use your brain. Why the hell would any of us want to come to the wedding? None of us want to celebrate. It's one thing to be involved in an affair once, but to do it over and over and over again is another story. We can't just turn a blind eye on that. She hurt so many of us over the years. What she did to me was the final straw. And on top of all of that, she expects us to pay thousands of dollars to attend her wedding? It's beyond rude. It's humiliating and mean. If you two think you can bully us like this, you're wrong.
Wait, what are you talking about? Thousands of bucks to attend the wedding? What do you mean?
Oh, you don't know about this? But you're the groom, right? She asked all of her guests to pay a minimum of $1,000. In my case, she asked for $3,000 because I was her best friend. She said she was planning on paying for the wedding with this money. But given your reaction, I'm guessing you didn't know about this.
What? She asked you guys to pay? This was her plan? Are you sure you didn't misunderstand her? Oh my god. I can't believe this is happening.
Oh, and I heard she's also doing this to the relatives on the guest list. I'm surprised anyone agreed to those terms and conditions.
No, I don't know about any of this. What the hell? You're saying that she asked my family for money as well? Seriously?
Wait, you actually didn't know? I thought you were bluffing. She didn't tell you?
Oh my god. My uncle gave me a check for like $5,000 earlier and I was confused. That was what the money was for. I thought my uncle was doing it out of his own generosity or something. But all of this is Jennifer's doing.
I mean, come on, Cam. I'm sure your uncle probably likes you just fine, but why would he give you $5,000 at your wedding? Don't you think that's a little unrealistic?
Oh god, this can't be happening. This is so embarrassing. I'm gonna go look into this. Jennifer didn't say a single word to me about this. This is what she meant when she said she's going to find a way to pay for the wedding.
Erin, how could you do this? You messed everything up. Cam just told me that he doesn't want to marry me anymore. Oh, damn. That sucks, I guess. He said he can't marry someone with no common sense and doesn't agree with the whole money gift thingy. What's so bad about this plan? I thought it was perfect. I don't get it. So I guess you really didn't say a single word to Cam about this. This whole thing was your idea? Well, yeah, because Cam said I should handle the financial part of the wedding. He entrusted me with everything and told me to figure out a way to pay for the wedding. He said he wasn't good with money, and then he was really relying on me to take care of things. So I worked my butt off for months trying to figure out how to pay for things, and this was the idea I came up with. And you're saying your idea after months of sorting through the budget was to take money from your guests? You actually thought that was a viable idea. I gotta say, I'm kinda impressed with how stupid you are. I thought this was going to work. I don't get why everyone is so mad at me. I get that it's more expensive than usual, but you get to eat really good food and go on an amazing party. Isn't that worth the money? I don't think it's your place to decide whether $3,000 or $1,000 is worth the money. That's way out of line and downright inconsiderate. Don't you see how bizarre what you did is? You were trying to make other people pay for your wedding. That's unheard of. This is the worst day of my life. No one's coming to the wedding. Cam wants to break up with me. I hate this. Oh, cheer up, Jennifer. We're about to grill some juicy ribs out here. Want me to send you a picture? Maybe that'll cheer you up. Ew, gross. I don't need a picture of your gross barbecue. Just give me the money. You don't have to bother attending the wedding. In fact, just wire me the money or Venmo it to me. Whatever, just give me the money. You're embarrassing yourself. Just stop, Jennifer. If you don't send me the money, I'm screwed. You don't get how bad this is. Look, I get it. I messed up. I messed up our friendship. I'll apologize for everything I did, but can you help me out this one time? We're friends, right? We went through so much together. Sorry, but no thank you. I'm not interested in continuing a friendship with you. No matter how many times you apologize, the ship has sailed. None of us want anything to do with you. None of you? All of you are cutting ties with me? Anyway, I have to go. The meat's cooking on the grill and I can't keep texting. It would suck if you lost your friends and your groom, so hope everything works out with Cam. Ciao! Cam and Jennifer did end up getting married in the end, but they had to apologize to all of their guests for the ridiculous demands Jennifer made. Instead of having the guests pay the predetermined amount, they took what the guests were comfortable giving. Of course, this wasn't enough money for Cam and Jennifer to cover their $100K wedding. To make things worse, Jennifer had taken out a high-interest loan to pay for the wedding costs, which had to be paid before the wedding. She was convinced that they could recoup the costs from the guests, but this obviously didn't go as planned. They explained what happened to the loan office, but couldn't get the interest rate adjusted, so they've been working tirelessly to pay back their wedding expenses. Last I heard, they've been living on frozen burritos and using every penny they can to pay back the money. I sometimes get texts from Jennifer begging me to be friends with her again because she's working hard and making amends, but I've made it a rule to send her barbecue pictures instead of an actual response. Sophie, I'm getting married too! Hey, wow, that's great, sis. Congratulations. I didn't even know you had a serious boyfriend. You kept that a secret. When do I get to meet him? You know me, I've always got loads of guys hanging around. I never know who to go steady with, so I just kept one for every day of the week. Exactly. That's why I'm surprised. You always had plenty of… what did you call them? Plan Bs?
Well, sis, you are getting married. And the more I imagined you walking down the aisle, the more I wanted to experience it too. I can imagine myself looking absolutely amazing. All eyes on me. All guys want me and all girls want to be like me. I just blurted it out to my favorite guy the other night and he agreed. I think the stars and maybe the wine had something to do with it, but here we are, getting married too.
So if we are both getting married, Mom and Dad will be busy. I'm sure they'll be happy though. When are you thinking?
In 4 months.
4 months? Hang on. You're getting married in exactly 4 months? Not in about 4 months, or around then?
Yeah, 4 months from now on the second Saturday.
The second Saturday? Tina, you've got to be kidding me. That's the exact day of my wedding.
Bingo!
Spot on? What do you mean, bingo? That's the same day as mine. Have you made a reservation? You haven't paid a deposit, have you? You still have 4 months, so I'm sure you can get it back if you have. We've already sent out all the invitations and booked hotels for the guests, not to mention the venue and catering.
But Sophie, that day is Gary's birthday. You wouldn't want to ruin his big day, would you?
Ruin his big day? Are you insane? How long have you known this guy? Has it even been more than a few weeks?
5 weeks today, actually. And anyway, my birthday was last month, so I'm not going to wait until next year. It would seem like an afterthought to be getting married so much longer after you. Some people might not even come.
Even if it's not on the same day as mine. If it's within the same month, you're going to force a lot of people to choose.
I'm telling you now, Mommy and Daddy have already said okay. It's going ahead. Oh, I can't wait to wear a dress. I'm going to have about 4 or maybe 5 wardrobe changes. You should see the venue we chose too. It's gorgeous. Mom and Dad said they would pay, so we went for the most amazing place we could find.
They said they'd pay? For all of it? That's just typical.
That's right. Oh, are they not helping out with your wedding?
I wasn't expecting any money in the first place. We're having a ceremony and reception that fit our budget. We don't want to overspend and regret it afterwards when we don't have any savings left.
You probably won't have to go through with the wedding anyway.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, people will all want to come to my wedding, won't they? Mom and Dad are coming. If they have to make a choice, everyone is going to choose my wedding. By the way, can I wear your dress? And the DJ has agreed to switch to my ceremony. Maybe you guys should think about rescheduling. We just thought it would be easier than finding a new guy, especially since he came so recommended. Oh, can I have all the flowers? I'll call the florist and tell them to change the address. That will save me a lot of time.
What are you talking about?
When Mom told me who had designed your dress, I didn't know what to say. How did you get her to design it? And it's from her spring collection? I can't wait to wear it. The flowers are from the same place that did Aunt Maggie's wedding, right? I know them, so that won't be a problem. I'll just have them double whatever they were planning for your ceremony.
I'm not just going to hand everything over because you decided to have a wedding. Have you gone mad?
But we always shared everything. Remember? We used to wear each other's clothes and shoes. Mom stopped sorting our laundry when I grew as tall as you.
No. Dad always ordered me to let you have things. He and Mom used to take my things and give them to you. And anyway, this isn't a pair of socks we are talking about. Whenever you were demanding something of mine, Mom and Dad would tell me to give it to you.
Yeah, so it's the same this time too. Come on, sis. You've got to admit, the dress will look much better on me. A tailor made by a famous designer from their Paris collection? It's a waste for someone plain looking like you. You'll just make everyone around you look good. I will light up the whole room. Much better if I wear it. People don't want to see you in their photos, do they? It will spoil the occasion. I wonder why we look so different. I guess you look a little like Mom, but you look nothing like Dad. Maybe like Uncle Mike when he hasn't shaved in 5 days. Anyway, I'm happy you agree with me. It's going to be an amazing wedding.
Hang on. I haven't agreed to anything. Tina! Hey! Sophie, what's all this I hear about you being selfish towards your sister? After all these years, have you still not learned to share? You don't text me in ages, and that's the first thing you say? I'm not texting you to catch up on how you've been. I assume you heard from your sister that she is getting married. Yes, and it's the same day as mine. She knew I was getting married, but she went ahead and planned it anyway. Yes, well, you'll have to give priority to Tina's big day. You can always have yours another time. Besides, nobody's interested in seeing you get married anyway. Just try and be useful for once in your life. Let Tina have the dress and the flowers and the DJ. It will make things a lot less stressful for the poor dear. She must be ever so busy. This is some messed up family nonsense. We've been planning this for over a year. All the invitations have been sent and everything is already arranged. I didn't go through all that trouble just to let Tina destroy everything. No way. It's not just our family, you know. My new in-laws and their friends have arranged their schedules too. You'll do as you're told and let Tina have whatever she wants. I didn't raise you to be such a selfish and spoiled child. I've always done exactly what I was told and given Tina half of everything I ever had. Even if I didn't want to, I did. Well, that's it. I'm not giving her my wedding day. That's going way too far. I won't do it this time. Well, I never. If that's the way you are going to be, then you won't be getting a cent of support from your father and I. After all the time and money we've spent on you and your sister. You didn't have any intention of helping anyway. You've never once offered to help us with anything at all. Right, that's it. You'll not get a cent and we won't even be there, so you can take us off your list. Just try having a ceremony without your parents. Huh! We'll be fine. Tyrone and I have been planning this for a long time. We've planned within our budget and won't be breaking the bank. Fine, if that is how you're going to be. Don't go expecting any help in the future either. I can't believe how unreasonable you're being. Really? Is that what you want? Now stop being so difficult and give Tina the wedding date and the dress. If you don't stop being so selfish, don't come crying to me when you are pregnant and need your old mother's help. You won't get it. Your threats won't work on me. I've heard this all before and they have no effect anymore. I'm not giving up my wedding day and that's final. You can threaten all you like, but you'll not get me to change. In the past, you could bully me into giving everything to Tina, but it's not going to happen this time. The day of the wedding means everything to us. We made sure it would be a very special day. We took our time and planned this day carefully. We don't just suddenly decide because it's the nearest birthday. It's a very special day for Tina, too. Why are you always so selfish? Stop thinking of yourself for once in your life. It goes without saying that Tina's special day is more important than your special day. Yeah, I heard. It's her fiancé's birthday. So what? They'd only been together for 5 minutes before she decided to get married. And that was only because she was jealous and wanted to upstage me. Really, Mom? You and Dad let her walk all over you. Oh, you really are such a problem child. You always were. And not as pretty as you think, I might add. I feel sorry for your dress. It just doesn't suit someone of your, how should I say, level of beauty. Just give the dress to Tina. She'll look gorgeous. Just like a royal wedding. It's wasted on you. I just can't believe I gave birth to you both. It's like you're from completely different mothers. You and Tina are like night and day. She's cute and ladylike, and you are, well, you are you. Oh, I wish I hadn't had such a plain and difficult child. Wish you hadn't had. Jeez, Mom. Is that really something you should say to your own daughter? You treated me like second favorite when we were kids, and now that I'm about to get married, you still haven't got a single nice thing to say. Well, I relinquish all motherly duties. I just can't go on every day thinking I gave birth to such a child. From this day, I only have one daughter. The cute one who loves her mother. It doesn't matter how much you beg and plead. Your father and I won't be attending your wedding. You know what, Mom? That's fine. You favored Tina over me. Even when she stole my things and clothes. Even when she pulled my hair or broke my toys, you were always in her corner. Well, you say you aren't my mother anymore. Fine. I'm not your daughter. It will actually be good to finally have that off my chest. When you blew off meeting Tyrone's parents, I guessed this was coming. From that moment, I wasn't expecting you to lift a finger to help, let alone help to pay for anything. We are having our wedding, and that's that. Give my regards to your favorite daughter. Now, you wait just a moment, young lady. You give that dress and those flower arrangements to your sister. That's an order. She's by far the more beautiful of you two. I won't have you ruining it for her.
Hey, Soph! You aren't really going through with your wedding, are you? I can't believe it. I can imagine the ugly bride walking up the aisle, but I can't believe you're going to actually do it. And I'm heading to the wedding hall now. You sent the dress over there, right? You wouldn't let me down, would you, sis?
The dress, the flowers, and the DJ will all arrive at my wedding as promised.
What are you saying? You didn't send everything to my venue? Oh, Sophie, how could you? Mother told you to do it, didn't she? I can't believe you would be so cruel as to steal my dress. You let your greed get the better of you.
There isn't a hint of greed about this. It's my dress and my wedding.
You're unbelievable! I'm on my way to the chapel right now. I'll have to make a detour to your wedding hall and pick it up. You're really making me cut it close. What a waste of time.
I told you I was going to wear my dress. I told Mom that too.
You couldn't make that dress work if you had $1 million and the best stylist to help you. You should be walking down the aisle in a trash bag. That's more your level.
A trash bag? Really, Tina? That's pretty low even for you.
Well, it goes without saying your wedding will be awful, too. How many people are on your guest list? Nobody. I bet the ceremony will feel more like a funeral. The people should all be wearing black and crying.
Tina, I'm sorry to say this, but you were always the worst sister I could have had.
You're one to talk. I don't even consider you my sister. After the way you've treated me. You were always the ugly girl getting in my way. You were just jealous that I was the pretty one and you were so plain.
I'm getting married, so this is the perfect time to cut all ties to our family and start a new life away from you all. I won't have to be subjected to you and your greedy little fingers taking everything from me. You and those horrible parents. I can finally stop worrying that everything I own will get taken away the moment I get it.
That's only if you can actually get married. I'm surprised someone would actually want to come along and save someone as ugly as you. Who would want to come to such a wedding anyway? Even in a designer dress, ugly is still ugly.
Everyone except Mom and Dad are here. Everyone I invited. All our extended family, including Grandma and Grandpa. They all turned up.
What do you mean everyone is there?
Just what I said. Everyone. Grandma Isabella came in a wheelchair with a personal nurse. She's 98 and still made the effort to come and celebrate. Great Uncle Tony even flew in from Sicily especially for today.
What the hell? You're kidding, right?
I sent my invitations first, and the family made arrangements to be here. Most of the rest of the family are level-headed. When they got your invitation, they were surprised, but weren't going to suddenly switch to yours after committing to mine. I'm guessing you haven't arrived at your wedding hall yet to see the empty seats. At least you'll have a good old Mom and Pop there to throw confetti and drink your champagne.
Well, that's not true. Our friends will all be there.
So you sent invitations then?
Invitations? No, why would I? Mommy said you'd do all that for me.
She what now? You guys can't actually be that stupid, can you? I'm your sister, but if you think I have any idea of who you are friends with or anything about your social life at all for that matter, you are even more completely removed from reality than I thought.
So you haven't sent any invitations at all? Mom said you'd take care of it.
You're half right. She asked me, ordered me, to take care of everything, but she never checked to see if I did any of it. I guess she just assumed I'd follow her orders to the letter like a good little second favorite. As the one actually getting married, what do you think? Haven't the hall staff told you anything?
Mom said all my friends and family would be there. She promised. I made a list and everything.
You imagined a list, you mean? Had it all planned out in your head, I guess? Are you really telling me you haven't planned anything?
We went to a tasting dinner to choose the food. Gary ate everything and seemed to like it. I just told him to go ahead with everything.
Go ahead. So you're leaving it up to him? Do you even have a dress?
Well, I'm going to wear yours, so why would I organize another one?
I'm already in it. I've had my hair and makeup done. I'm sitting in the waiting room right as I type this.
I can't get married without a dress. Take it off, quick.
Tyrone's sister made this dress. She grew up with brothers, so when she heard Tyrone was getting married and she'd have a sister-in-law, she insisted on designing and making it herself.
The famous designer who made your dress is going to be your sister-in-law? Then you'll be related to a famous designer.
Exactly. And the flowers are all from my friend's shop. You probably don't remember, but I was in a gardening and nature club in university. Well, one of the members went on to become a florist. She's designed all the flower arrangements.
You're kidding me.
And the DJ is one of Tyrone's friends. He's a well-known music director and usually too busy, but he's made time especially for today. We're having a small ceremony for close friends and family only. Don't come and ruin that for me, Tina.
I didn't know you had such impressive friends.
You don't know a lot about me. You were always the favorite, always the one stealing the show, not to mention stealing my things. I may not be beautiful like you, but I know how to treat people. I know how to make and keep friends. I never felt the need to seek attention from others. I didn't feed off people calling me cute and beautiful all the time. I've made great friends and kept close with the rest of the family. Well, those with common sense. How's it looking over at your ceremony?
What can I do? I sent messages to my friends telling them today was my wedding and they all just laughed at me. They thought I was joking. I told them how you'd messed everything up and it wasn't my fault.
You didn't really tell them that, did you?
Of course I did. I told them how you stole my wedding day and took my dress and all the flowers, along with the family and even the DJ. How you wouldn't give up anything.
You did? And what was the reaction?
They kicked me out of the group. I was the one who started it years ago, just after high school. I've been betrayed by my sister and now all my friends. I tried texting them one by one, but nobody replies. Does this mean they've all blocked me? Oh, this is the worst day of my life.
Well, I've severed all ties to you guys. It's none of my business.
Sophie, you've got to help me. I've got nothing. No one. What can I do? Don't you feel anything for your sister in her time of need? Come on, Soph, please. If you don't do something, there'll be no one there. No one's coming.
All this time you haven't lifted a finger. What did you say? You went for a tasting dinner and that's it? Do you know how long Tyrone and I planned for today? What did you do? You just expected everything to be done for you. Like always. Did you think that just saying it would make it happen? Like some kind of Disney princess? It doesn't work like that, Tina. You're not really a princess. You act like one, but nobody has helped Her Royal Highness today, have they? But maybe you'll finally learn a lesson about the real world. I don't exist to be at your beck and call. I have my own life.
Sophie, do something. Bring your guests over to my venue. That'll solve it. Yes, all of you, come over here.
I'm not helping you anymore. You're on your own from now on. We won't even have the same family names after today. I'm blocking you too. Have a nice life. Bye. Sophie, just what is the meaning of all this? I'm heading over there right now. You are to let Tina get married there today. I won't have you ruining her big day. Even if you show up here, you won't get in. I've put you on the persona non grata list. You, Dad, and Tina. And if you think I'm making any changes, you need your head checked. Persona non grata? What is the matter with you? You have totally destroyed your sister's special day. No, you and Tina ruined it all by yourselves by being so delusional and trying to lean on me like you always have. And you know what? I did some digging. I needed to provide a birth certificate for the marriage license. And you know what I found out? There's a different name in the father column. A name I've never heard of. What do you say to that? Well, when you were small, we had to escape from the no-good deadbeat man who was your father. He was a drunk and a violent one, too. I had to take you and run for our lives. No, you were having an affair, and when my father found out, you had to run, right? You started living with the guy you were having an affair with and had a child. Tina. Am I right? How do you know all this? I told you I did some digging. One of Tyrone's friends is a private investigator. It's not so hard to find out these things if you have the right connections and know where to look. And small wonder Tina and I look nothing alike. We've got different fathers. And I look like my father, so that's why you've always hated me, right? When Tyrone's friend handed me the evidence, I was shocked at first, but it all started to make sense. The favoritism, your horrible treatment of me. It was a relief, actually, to finally know the truth. From Dad's point of view, Tina is his only real child. That's why he's never loved me as much as her. Yes, but it's all in the past, Sophie. It was more than 25 years ago. But as soon as I knew the truth, I felt free for the first time in my life. And I met my biological father and told him I was getting married. I invited him here today. You did what? Oh, Sophie, what did you go and do that for? I wanted to know. I wanted to see for myself the man you cheated on and left for Tina's father. I had a right to know my own flesh and blood. And you two weren't going to come to my wedding anyway. The bride's parents, alive and well and not even coming to their own daughter's wedding. At least I'll have my biological father sitting there watching me get married. We're literally strangers, and yet I like him more than the rest of you already. Is he there now? Please tell me he isn't there. He's right out there, smiling on the bride's side. He was happy to finally find me. And you, for that matter. He says he made off with all his savings, and it took him years to get back on his feet. I told him where you all live and where he could find you. What have you done? He'll have me arrested for kidnapping and theft. I'll go to jail. We'll be ruined. Well, you should have thought about that before ruining his life and mine, shouldn't you have? You! You're my daughter! How could you betray me like this? You betrayed me first! You told me you wished you'd never had me. And I told you! I want nothing more to do with this broken, evil family. My real father brought his wife too. He looks so happy. She's a lovely, kind woman. They really make a great couple. He remarried 5 years ago. Then let bygones be bygones. It's all in the past. It's not that easy. You can't just erase what you did. You stole his daughter and his savings. It's been 25 years, but now it's finally time to face the music, Kathy. Surely you could talk him out of it. Oh, no. On the contrary, I'm encouraging him every step of the way. He never paid a cent in child support because you stole me and ran away with another man. Even if he had known where we were, he wouldn't have been legally responsible. Sorry, Kathy. The ceremony is about to start. Wait, Sophie. By the way, my father's new wife is a lawyer. I've had a long talk with her about how I should proceed. She advised me to cut all ties with you and live my life as if you didn't exist. The advice she gave him, on the other hand, comes with a more financial slant. And don't think about running again. We've already called the police. Goodbye, Kathy. I regret it. I wish I'd never had the affair. I wish I'd stayed with you and him. Just the three of us. A happy little family, Sophie. You're my firstborn daughter, Sophie. Please answer the phone. Sophie! Because Tina had told her fiancé to go ahead with the wedding plans, he did just that. Apparently, they entered the reception with some World Wrestling Federation song. He hardly had any money of his own, so he just bought some dollar shop decorations. I think some of them were Halloween pumpkins and ghosts. It seems he stole flowers from a local cemetery. I guess that kind of goes with the Halloween theme. Kind of. The shock of what happened scared our mother so much that she refused to pay for anything. The whole rotten lot of them are in debt now. I can almost feel sorry for Tina's new husband, though. He's a somewhat innocent bystander in all this, if you look past the grave robbing. But instead of a honeymoon, he went with his friends to a big wrestling event in Las Vegas. His parents are encouraging him to have the wedding annulled, but I think with his level of selfishness, he probably fits in well. My mother avoided jail, but she'll be paying back the money she stole for the rest of her life. With stress of that, they're at each other's throats night and day.
Hey, Mimi. How's school?
Oh, hey, Dad. What's up? Mom told me you're coming home this weekend.
Yeah, Daddy finally got some days off so he can visit his favorite girl. We'll do whatever you want this weekend. I've got to make up for making you feel so lonely for so long. I can't believe it's been 6 months since I hugged my little girl.
6 months? Huh. Has it been that long? To be honest, it's not that big of a deal. Like, I totally forgot about you until right now, when you messaged me. It's okay, you know? It's not a big deal.
Oh, come on, Mimi. Are you mad at me because I've been away for so long? You know Alaska's a long ways away. Daddy was really busy with work, but I think about you all the time. We'll go out for the whole day and stop by Hard Rock Cafe on our way home for dinner. I can't wait. Where do you want to go? The movies? We could go to the mini-golf place you love.
Mini-golf? Dad, I'm 15. I don't want to go to that kiddie crap. Really, it's fine. We don't need to go anywhere.
Don't say that. We can have a daddy-daughter day, just like we used to. All hail Princess Marie. Where shall we go, Your Highness?
Quit it, Dad, and stop calling yourself Daddy. It's gross. I don't want to do anything, okay? Why are you even coming here?
What? Is this the teenage rebellion I keep hearing about?
Shut up, Dad. You're not funny. You know, I heard that airfare is really high lately. Why don't you just save your money and come back some other time?
What? Mimi, you don't need to worry about money. The price of a plane ticket is nothing if I can see my family. Honey, it's been 6 months. I just want to be home with my family, relax for a few days and catch up, you know? I won't make you do any kid stuff if you don't want to. What do you do with your friends? I hear laser tag is cool.
Don't call me Mimi. I just don't think you should spend hundreds of dollars just to be here for a few days. Traveling is tiring too, and you've been working so hard.
That is very kind of you to say, but there's a bear hug coming your way and you can't stop it.
Dad! Ugh, you're so dumb. I'm saying don't come home. We don't want to see you.
What? Mimi, you don't mean that.
Actually, I do. We don't want you here. Mom and I like having the house to ourselves. Neither of us want you to come barge in on our daily life.
This is our house that we're talking about. I belong there, Mimi. It's my home.
Nah, you have your place in Alaska, right? This is our home, Mom's and mine. We've rearranged everything and it's the best. You're really not needed here anymore. Just send the money and stay out of our way. And if you call me Mimi ever again, I'm never going to talk to you again.
All right, Marie, but I don't understand where all this is coming from. We were a happy family. What changed? I've only been gone for 6 months. I don't understand how you can kick me out of my own house. You just want me to send money? I belong with the family, in my house, watching my TV. What do you think I'm working long hours away from my family for?
Working's great. You do that. The house belongs to us. As in, Mom and I belong inside it, and you belong outside it. You get it? We need an ATM, not an old man in underpants walking around our house. How is it everything you own is stinky and gross? Oh, that reminds me. We cleaned out your room. That should show how little you belong in this house. No room.
What? What happened to my room?
We got rid of it. Mom made it like a display closet type deal. I don't know. It looks amazing. We have all our bags and shoes lined up. We had to do some deep cleaning to get the smell out. I don't know what it is, but there was a stench in the air.
I can't believe this. Your mother knows about this.
Duh! It was her idea. Waste of space, right? We took the place from gross to grace. It was a lot of work throwing out the garbage and vacuuming and cleaning, but it was worth it. Oh, and we threw out your stupid toys, too. Seriously, where do you find the time to collect all that junk?
Junk? You mean my Marvel collection? My figures? My collectibles? You didn't.
Yeah, your dolls and pins and crap. Those dumb posters, too. You're not a kid, okay? Grow up.
I spent years collecting those. I swear. Some of those items were mint condition in never opened original boxes. You know what that means to a collector. It's not just about the money, though. Those were my treasures. You threw out everything?
Huh? I didn't think they were worth anything. They're stupid plastic superhero junk. Oh well, it's too late now. It's going to be Marvel meets Toy Story. You know, they'll all hold hands in the incinerator.
Rachel, I need to talk to you. You won't believe what my Mimi is saying to me. There's something going on. I think it's teenage rebellion, you know. Is she acting out at home?
Hey, Dave. So, Marie really went off on you, huh? She said she told you not to come back this weekend. Oh, rejected. Hurts having a teenager, doesn't it?
It's not just that. She called me an ATM and told me I just need to send money. What is going on? I don't understand what happened to my sweet little Mimi. She's like a different person.
She's growing up, Dave. Can you blame her for having her own opinions? Besides, she's right. You are an ATM. That's your purpose. There's no place for you here.
What? You too, Rachel? What's gotten into you two? I'm coming home.
There's literally no space for you to stay. We threw out your stuff and made your room a dressing room. You're going to have to get a hotel if you come back. Look, Marie and I are doing great living together, just the two of us. We'd really appreciate it if you would stay away.
Rachel, this is really hurtful. I'm out here working to provide for my family, but my family doesn't even want to see me. I don't know what to say.
Don't worry, you don't need to say anything. Just send your paycheck every month and we're good.
So, you're really fine without me?
Oh, we missed you at first. There was stuff we weren't used to doing around the house. But we got used to it. Now we can handle everything ourselves. And it's just the best bonding time I've ever had with Marie. She's become a young woman, and it just being the two of us at home, it's a blast. I really hope you don't come home this weekend.
Oh, I guess I really am not needed. Okay. Well, I guess I'd better cancel my flight. I actually had something big I wanted to tell you in person, but I guess that doesn't matter anymore. I'm never going back.
Something big? Don't tell me the project in Alaska's over and you're moving back permanently. That's out of the question at this point. I can't live with you anymore.
Oh, nothing like that. I was going to ask you how you thought I should spend the $1.2 million I just inherited. Never mind, it doesn't matter anymore.
What? $1.2 million? No, you're lying. Who would leave you that kind of money? Your parents are dead.
Okay. Well, when I came to Alaska, I didn't know anyone, so I started going to the neighborhood pub sometimes. I met this old guy named Otto. Great guy. I'd buy him a beer once in a while and we'd walk back home since his house was on the way to my house.
Don't care about your drinking buddies. Get to the money.
Otto got sick, so I started taking him to the hospital. He needed help getting around, so I'd stop by his house. When he died, I was devastated. He was in his 80s, living in a hole in the wall with almost nothing in his dank apartment.
So how does he have $1 million?
Yeah, a lawyer called me after the funeral. He told me Otto had updated his will just a couple of weeks ago. As he had no family, he wanted to leave everything he had to me after spending a lot of time together the last few months. The thing is, he got some shares of stock when he worked at a company in the 60s. He'd forgotten all about them, but they were included in the will. I checked on their market value now. It adds up to just about $1.2 million exactly.
I can't believe it. That's amazing. That is so much money.
I know. I have no idea what I should do with it. I wanted to ask my family to help me figure out what the best thing to do would be, but it sounds like you don't think of me as family anymore. I'd better figure this one out on my own.
Daddy! Hey! Can't wait to see you this weekend. It's been so long since we had a daddy-daughter day. That's a great idea. You know where we should go? The dolphin show. We can get splashed at the aquarium show and then dry off playing mini golf. What do you think?
Marie,
What's going on? I thought you didn't want me to come home.
Sorry, Daddy. I shouldn't say things like that. It's just hormones, you know? Teenagers have a rough time controlling themselves. It's part of growing up to rebel against your parents, right? But I'm done with that now. I'm back to being your sweet Mimi.
Huh. Just like that, huh? Your mother told you about the inheritance, didn't she?
Mom is waiting for you to come back too. She's getting her hair done. You two are so cute together, even after all these years. You know, I'm just so glad I have you and Mom as my parents. I'm so lucky.
It's no use sucking up to me now. You said what you said. You can't take it back, Marie. That was very hurtful.
I said I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I wasn't even thinking when I said it. I'm your little girl, Daddy.
You called me an ATM and told me you don't want to see me.
It's the hormones. They make me go crazy sometimes. But that's not the real me. I'm okay now. Back to normal. Teenage rebellion over. It won't happen again, so don't worry about it. Stop talking about the past, Daddy. Let's talk about the future.
Uh-huh.
$1.2 million is a lot of money, you know. You're going to really prioritize and figure out what's the best use for that money.
Oh boy. I suppose you have an idea about what you want to do with the money.
Yes, I think the money needs to be spent on a worthwhile investment. Something important. Education. There's an exchange program for juniors to spend a year abroad in France. It's an amazing opportunity. You've got to let me go, Dad. You know a second language counts a lot towards college applications.
I didn't know you were interested in studying abroad. And do you think this would be a worthwhile way of spending this inheritance?
Yes, super worthwhile. French is really useful, too.
I thought you were failing French at school. I checked your report card when I was back for the holidays. You really think you're going to do any better in France?
I'm not failing. I'll pass if I take summer school. Besides, why are you looking through my stuff? You're such a gross snoop.
I have every right to look at your report card. Who do you think pays for your school? But right, I'm a gross snoop, huh? I don't think you'd want a gross snoop paying for your year abroad.
Oh, oops, sorry. That just kind of slipped out. The hormones! I'm okay now. The struggles of being a teenager, right?
More like the struggles of having multiple personality disorder. You're all over the place, Marie.
So, Daddy, don't you think that's a really responsible way to use some of that inheritance? I mean, studying abroad for a year is chump change compared to the $1.2 million, right?
I suppose you're right. You could probably do 100 study abroad programs for that kind of money.
Yeah! So you agree with me? I mean, what's more important than your daughter's education? I love you, Daddy. I'm so lucky to be your daughter. I promise I'm going to do great. So when can you send the $50K for the language program, Daddy?
I'm not your father anymore, so I won't be paying for any language program. If you want to study abroad, you'll have to talk to your mother about it. I'm done being an ATM to you two. You can stay with your mother like you are now. I've given your mother full custody.
Huh? Dad, what do you mean you're divorced? You're still in Alaska.
I happened to have divorce papers signed by your mother, so I went ahead and completed it, signed it, and took it to City Hall. It's all done. There are still other things that need to be settled, but your mother and I are no longer man and wife.
Wait. You just had divorce papers signed by Mom lying around? She just gave you signed papers? That makes no sense.
It's actually a sweet story. When I first started this job, your mom was worried I'd stray, since I'd be away from home for long periods of time. So before I left on my first long trip, she gave me the divorce papers and told me if I ever cheated on her, not to come back.
That's sweet?
It was her way of telling me she didn't want me to go. You don't get it. We used to have a real connection. I never thought the day would come when I'm nothing but a bank machine to her. Or you. You two take care of each other.
Dave, it's not true, is it? You're just getting back at Marie for her potty mouth, right? You didn't divorce me behind my back. Tell me Marie misunderstood something.
Huh? Oh, it's true. We're divorced. I handed in the papers already. Lucky the City Hall is near my office. I can't believe it. I totally forgot I'd given you those papers. There's got to be a rule saying you can't do this.
What's the problem? You signed the documents, I signed them. They got handed in. That's how it's done.
You sneaky son of a… You can't just divorce me! We have a kid together!
About child custody. How about I pay for the rest of the mortgage? But that money's going to count towards child support and Marie's education. She's got, what, 6 years? 8 years at the most left studying. That should be plenty to cover everything.
What are you trying to pull here? You think you can con us out of money like this? You're the worst, Dave. We're your family, and as soon as you have a lucky break, you ditch us so you can keep it all for yourself? You should be ashamed of yourself.
This coming from the wife that calls her husband an ATM. The one that taught her daughter the same values.
Fine. We're divorced. That's great. Don't forget about the settlement, though. I'm taking you for everything I can.
Hey, Daddy. Just wanted to let you know I'm fine with everything. Mom and I will be okay. You have fun working all by yourself in your lonely dark house in Alaska.
Well, good morning to you, too. You seem to have bounced back pretty quick since yesterday.
Yeah, I talked to Mom. She explained to me how everything's going to work out just fine. I didn't know there were so many laws about divorce. So there's going to be a divorce settlement, and you and Mom are going to split everything half and half, right? So half of the $1.2 million is going to be Mom's. $600K is still a lot of money. Plenty for us to live on and for me to go to France. Plus, you're going to finish paying the mortgage, right? That's great. So thanks for everything. I guess it all worked out.
Marie, is that what your mother told you? That she's getting half of my inheritance as part of her divorce settlement?
Yep. Everything half and half, right? Man, I'm glad I live in the 21st century. Everything is so fair now.
Right. Most things among a couple are considered co-owned, but inheritance is a separate issue. It's not considered a marital property.
Huh? But Mom said everything a man makes, he is able to do because of his wife. It's not about whether or not housework is paid. As partners, whatever is yours, half is Mom's. It's just logic, Dad. You're not going to pull one over on us.
Okay. You're right. A full-time homemaker is a valuable member of the household. No arguments there. Homemakers deserve half of their partner's earnings as the working partner is able to focus on work thanks to the homemaker taking care of the house or kids or whatever. The law is very clear about this. That's why divorce settlements are usually just half and half of the couple's combined assets.
Right. So?
An inheritance isn't something someone gets thanks to their spouse being supportive. That's why it's treated as separate property belonging to the person who received the inheritance and are not divided between the parties in a divorce.
What? No, that can't be right. Dad, that's not fair.
Like you said, Marie, the law is very fair. I thought I did a pretty good job explaining it to you, don't you agree? To confirm, the $1.2 million is going to stay mine. None of it is going to your mother.
That's supposed to be for my year abroad, plus other stuff. You're such a jerk. You know what? Whatever. We don't need you. We'll just take the half of everything other than the inheritance. That's still quite a bit of money, right?
Oh, about that. I should tell you, don't expect the whole half of our joint assets. Your mother won't be getting that much. I don't know the exact numbers until everything is tallied up, but there's large sums of money missing from our savings account.
Huh?
Your mother's been spending crazy amounts of money behind my back, Marie. I'm talking thousands upon thousands of dollars. It's beyond any justifiable explanation. If she's been overspending like this, they will subtract that amount from Rachel's half.
So, if she spent $50K on handbags, she would have $50K subtracted from her half of the settlement?
Exactly. Wait, you think that's what she's been spending the money on? Handbags?
Well, yeah, probably. Handbags, shoes. She loves collecting the luxury brands.
Jeez, luxury brand handbags and shoes, huh? That's going to add up. You think she spent $50K on this stuff?
I have no idea. She's been kind of obsessed with them lately. You know about it, right? Every birthday and anniversary, you give her a handbag. Sometimes you even send her an I miss you present, right? That's really generous and sweet.
An I miss you present. That is nice. But I've never done anything like that in my entire life. I buy your mother presents. Like on our anniversary, I got her favorite red wine and chocolates. I gave her a spa day for Mother's Day. But I've never given her a handbag. Those things just seem stupid to me.
So you're saying Mom bought those bags on her own?
That's right. Best case scenario, she's been spending a lot of money behind my back. Normally, it would be totally fair for your mother to get half of everything we own together. It's thanks to her I was able to work hard and make money for our family. But it's a whole different story if she's spending thousands of dollars without my knowledge.
So, she'll get a little less than half.
I'm doing everything fairly, Marie. I'm not trying to cheat your mother out of anything. At the same time, I'm not going to let her cheat me out of anything either. There's more, though. Remember my Marvel memorabilia that you two sold?
What?
You told me you guys cleaned out my room and threw everything away. That was valuable personal property. By law, it's not allowed to damage or destroy property, even if it is that of a family member. Of course, since this is a legal dispute, I'm planning on getting lawyers involved.
Lawyers? Dad, do you really think that's necessary? It's a family dispute. You don't need to make things so official. I'm sure we can just talk about it and figure it out. Mom and I didn't even know you could sue for throwing that stuff out.
It doesn't matter. I would probably be more lenient if it was an accident, but this was malicious. You guys knew how much my collection meant to me. There's sentimental value, and of course, for the limited edition, there are some pieces I can never set eyes on again because they're so rare. I'm going to be asking for compensation for every piece that was thrown away like that. It's going to add up to quite a bit.
That stuff. It was that expensive?
Marie, it was my collection I accumulated since I was a kid. Some of them were worth thousands of dollars for just one piece.
Thousands of dollars?
Yup. I'm going to ask for every cent. That means that even if your mom gets close to half of our assets for the settlement, she's going to end up with a lot less. She'll have to pay the compensation out of the settlement. I have to get solid numbers to know for sure, but I don't think there's going to be much left.
But what are we supposed to do? How are we going to live?
I'm paying for the house, so you'll be fine. You and your mother can live just the two of you, like you wanted. Tell your mother my lawyers will be contacting her soon. She'd better be ready to pay up. After some back and forth with Rachel and the lawyers, the settlement was decided. It ended up being about 90-10, with me getting 90% of our remaining assets. The memorabilia I collected over the years added up to about $20K, which Rachel agreed to pay back in monthly payments. She is now working some minimum wage job to pay me back the compensation and to be able to afford her daily expenses. They have a place to live, since I am paying the mortgage every month, but they are just barely getting by. There's no way Marie will be able to afford a year abroad program. In fact, it may be difficult for her to even go to college. On one occasion, a while after the divorce was finalized, there was a time when Marie messaged me, saying she wanted me and wanted to live with me. But I realized she has no power over me anymore, since I had no problem turning her down. I just reminded her how she called me an ATM and I haven't heard anything from her since.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.